Hey miracles. I hope y'all can hear me now. If you're coming in, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. It's me, Missy's Miracles. And I'm back with another live. Back with another live. It's me, Missy. So I just tested the sound and yes, I can hear myself. Whew. YouTube flaws. Just some minor YouTube malfunctions. That's what's going on. We're on to the second taco. I was live initially, but everyone was saying they couldn't hear me, so I had to go live again. Here's a chicken taco with green sauce. Me and Mozzie just ate, so he'll be in the background licking his chomps. Thanks, Ruben. I went to school with someone named Ruben. I can make these tacos myself. Really though, I don't need to go to the Mexican restaurant. But of course I go there because it's convenient. And pretty much fast. Hey Brittany, hey Blessing, hey Skylar, hey Gio. We're about to open our other side of green salsa. And we got one more taco left. When am I coming to Atlanta? I don't know. But I've never been there before, so it's definitely something that I could possibly put on the list for 2026. But yeah, here's the taco with green sauce. Have a bite. Mmm. Mmm. Have a bite. I'm from Wisconsin. sorry I be making y'all hungry. I love watching people eat. So I know people gotta love watching me eat. I'm in Wisconsin. So since I do love to eat so much, and it's this one place that I know, it's this buffet that I can go to and eat all I want to eat. So I'm thinking about taking you guys along with me when I go to the buffet. But I think that's going to be like next week, because this week I'm going to go out to the rooftop bar. And so next week I'll go to the buffet. Y'all know what's so nice about the buffet? It only costs $20 to eat. $20, and you can have all you can eat. So we're gonna go there together and have a ball eating up all our food. And I gotta make sure I go on an empty stomach. I was just eating tacos. Thanks, Pop-Off. Thanks, Muhammad. Thanks, Edward. Thanks, Roy. Thanks, John. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Brittany. Ooh, steak, asparagus, and mashed potatoes. That sounds like what I want right now. But I literally just got on here to eat. And unfortunately, it didn't catch me eating all 3 tacos, because when I first went live, it was muted. For some reason, I didn't mute it, but it was like mute and nobody could hear me talking. So I had to go live a second time. Well, I was live originally after doing shopping. I was live, but my stream kept on turning on and off. It kept on going off. So I had to just end that live and re-go live. So that's what I did. Yes, I got it from a Mexican restaurant. And it was bomb. But I feel like I can make Mexican tacos myself. All I gotta do is get their seasoning down packed, and then I'll be in there. Chef's kiss. Literally. What if you make Mexican tacos, what do you season your meat with? I know cumin is one of the seasonings that I could use. And then maybe chipotle is another seasoning. Ooh, I think, yeah, I'm gonna make tacos this week. When I go grocery shopping, I'm gonna go grocery shopping for tacos and make some homemade tacos. I'm gonna go grocery shopping for tuna salad, beef stew, and tacos. Tuna salad, beef stew, pickle wrap snacks, tacos, salad, fruit. That's what I'm gonna go shopping for when I go grocery shopping next. Tuna salad, beef stew, pickle wrap snacks, tacos, and then salad and fruit. Tuna salad, beef stew, pickle wrap snacks, tacos, salad, and fruit. I love burritos, but I like tacos better because I could like pace myself while I'm eating and eat one at a time, you know, and then take a break if I need to, and then it still has its integrity, you know. The taco still looks like a taco. Like, once I'm done eating one taco, I still have the other two tacos that look fully like a taco. But when you're eating a burrito, you're biting all into it, and then you're having like half of the burrito left. You don't have the whole integrity of the burrito. So that's why I like tacos. Why do you keep going live? Why do you keep coming to watch me go live? That says a lot. Why are you always on my feed? Why are you always in my comments? Your favorite burrito is steak. Hey, Rizzy. Smoked paprika, salt, pepper, garlic, cumin wraps, ground beef. Oh, and I have to go shopping for the sardine snack plate. Sardine snack plate. I'm going to have a full fridge for this next grocery shopping trip. I'm 27. If you lose 50 pounds, you would be so damn bad. If you got more money, you'd be so dang official. I didn't even ask to come to this channel. Sick. You don't ask for anything. Actually, how about you ask for more intentional things? Donate $3 to put a bra on Beetlejuice. Huh, how long have you been streaming? Well, this stream started 12 minutes ago. 12 minutes and 26 seconds ago. Thanks for the 100 gift. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. All 121 of y'all. Make sure you double tap the screen to send a like. The likes are different from the hearts. If you double tap the screen, that'll make a like. But if you send hearts, those are just hearts. That's not the same. Thanks for subscribing, Dakota. I don't have no kids. I just have a cat. So yeah, I'm a single mom of a cat. I've had my channel for about 6 years. Thanks for the Sunday gift. My evening is going splendid, especially because I just had tacos. You're lucky I'm even in your live. I don't know about that, but thanks for joining. I'm lucky for every single one of y'all actually in my chat. Did you already eat? Yes, I ate them so fast. I ate them in like 9-10 minutes. Thanks for the 100 gift, Parker. Thanks, Dakota. Dakota said, you look so nice tonight. He said, you look nice tonight. Thank you. You are a very beautiful girl. Thank you. You lucky you not blocked. Block me then. I had 3 chicken tacos. We getting a headstand tonight. Does it look like I'm working out right now? Or but you said tonight. That's a good question. No, I don't think so. What made you want to be a YouTuber? I just knew the possibilities that came along with it, and I knew that I wanted to share my world and share my life with other people. And I especially knew that I wanted to inspire people. So one way that I can inspire people is by putting out videos on YouTube. She can do a handstand. It's not a handstand, it's a headstand. Don't worry about these dudes up in here. They so pathetic. They use the AI to write their rap songs. I love your outfit. You are the best YouTuber. Thanks, HG. Yeah, tell me what you do for work. Hey, C Fitness. At Imbalance, Bickery, Darshawn, Brittany. Does it look like I'm working out? Yeah, no, I'm not working out right now or later. I've already worked out and I've already did a headstand. Happy New Year. Shout out to Columbia. Do a headstand. No, y'all gotta tune into my workout lives. Hey Brazy, thanks for the floating heart. Toes painted orange? No, they're natural. I'm from Wisconsin. I'm 5'5". Ooh, we got Fry Team with 100 gift times 15, 16, 17, 18 times 19 times 20. Shout out to you. I just finished my tacos and let's just say I'm full. I'm really full now. Oh my gosh, my phone over here has been typing what I've been saying for the past like 5 minutes. If you ever use text to talk or talk to text, whatever it's called, then you know what I'm talking about. And it's still typing. Like, I need to stop this. That is so funny. And it's still doing it. Oh my gosh. What should I say? Your old phone will randomly do that to you. Have you had any gyros lately? Oh my gosh, I love gyros, Norman. Like, that's my favorite, one of my favorite food. But I think I like tacos better. But gyros are definitely in my top favorite food. I can eat about 4 tacos, but 3 tacos are perfect. Barefoot, question mark. I'm single, 33 years old, and I'm an EMT and a fireman. Oh, that's so awesome, Dakota. Thanks for serving us. Thanks for being a first responder. Thanks, Little Willie. You never had a gyro before? Oh my gosh, look how much it types. It types that much from me talking to y'all. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. I'm a streamer. Are you on Instagram? Yeah, what's your Instagram? I just deleted all that text. Do you like churro? Not trying to body shame you. Not trying to body shame. Do I like churros? Sure. You're so pretty. Thanks, Melissa. You're always talking about food. Do some cardio. It may help you breathe better when just sitting doing nothing. Thanks for the kissy face. Hi, J Skill. Where are you from? I'm from Wisconsin. Shout out to Chicago. You do look better showing off. 360 for us. Could you please consider me for friendship? Gyro is pronounced gyro, my friend. Well, I'm gonna call it gyro, my friend. You look beautiful. You got social media. Go follow. Hi, beautiful from New York City. Shout out to New York City. NYC in the building. And I gotta get me a blizzy because I wanna get hizzy. I can't even get hizzy because I need to roll up again. I gotta roll up again. Woo! I've already spilled something. Don't spill that on me now. Thanks for the floating heart. If you haven't already, double tap the screen. Double tapping the screen is different from sending hearts. Double tapping the screen actually likes the video, but sending hearts are just hearts. Thanks for the floating heart, Primo. Floating heart times 5. Shut up in 360. Y'all was on one tonight, ain't y'all? The day is almost over. Yeah, we got about 6 more hours. Well, I got about 6 more hours of my time. Yo. Shout out to 10,689 miracles. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Like, each one of y'all is a miracle to me, and it means so much to me and my growth and my success to have your support. So keep on supporting me through this 2026. I'll have good content to come, good merch to come, and good things to come to share with y'all. So just stay tuned. Do you brush your hair? Maybe. Take a guess. Thanks, Eddie. It's nice in Wisconsin, kind of cold. I thought I had a full blunt left, but I'm literally down to a roach. But I'm just gonna smoke it and roll up later. Give us a bounce. Give me some gifts. How about that? I got the nose ring from Amazon. A lot of the stuff I have come from Amazon lately. Thanks for the floating heart, Chris. Just like your life. What collabing ideas do you have in mind? Thanks, JP. Thanks, Playboy. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Christopher. Can I buy content from you? You sure can. Just work a lot. Thank you, Richie. Ooh, I just ate the tacos. That was all good and full. I got a food baby. Oh yeah, I got these sheets from Walmart. So someone said they like the pillows. I got the sheets from Walmart. You can get the OnlyFans content by going to my OnlyFans. Hey, Strawberry. Cooking and traveling or talking about world events. Okay, nice. You got the same ones? Oh my gosh. I knew that was going to be a thing about Walmart. I was going to hear people talking about, I got the same ones. Yes, we twinning. Okay, twin. I'm very rich. I'm rich in all areas. Okay? I'm rich. In finances. I'm rich in feelings. I'm rich in happiness. And that's the most important part right there. When you're rich in happiness, you will start glowing. You will start dispersing positive energy that touches everyone's soul. Thanks for the flower. So make yourself happy and make yourself rich in happiness. Thanks, Christopher. I love you more. No, I'm not in Milwaukee. But make yourself rich in happiness, and then everything else will follow. The riches will follow, the love will follow. And you can make yourself rich in love and rich in finances. You just have to feel like it before you actually experience it. You have to. That's a part of manifesting. Like, if you're manifesting things in your life, you have to act like it before it comes. You have to act like you have it before it comes. So that amount of money that you want, you have to act like you already have it before it comes. That car that you want, that house that you want, you have to act like you already have it. I just pinned my OF link and my website link and my Snapchat information and my Cash App information. So go check that out. I think it's very important for the beginning of the year for you to start standing in your power and acting like and knowing like you have everything you need. You can't be sitting there depressed, feeling like you have nothing. Thanks. Welcome to my Miracles Murder 30S43. Welcome to my membership. Thank you so much. This thing has an OnlyFans. This thing has an OF laughing emoji. So you want to make sure that you go into the new year knowing that you have everything you want and everything you need. You already have everything you need. Let's just start right there. You have everything you need. You literally wake up, you have a phone, you're able to scroll on social media, right? You wake up, you have water nearby, you can drink water to start your day. You have some type of food to eat, you have something to nibble on to give you energy to keep you going, okay? So you need to be grateful for all those little things. And you need to know that those little things are what you need. And everything else that you want or need outside of that is just a want. Everything you want and need outside of what you already have is just a want, not a need. You already have everything you need. So yeah, you don't gotta say that. You can keep it to yourself. Helicopter pilot, looking like a total mess. Make a OF. I was gonna say, make a OF. If you click the thank you message, you'll see the OF link. Make sure going into this new year that you understand that concept. Make sure you understand the concept of gratitude, which is being grateful for everything. It's literally being thankful for every single thing. By being grateful for everything, you're allowing the universe to attract more to you. So if you're being grateful for everything, including what you have already and what you want, the universe will draw more of that into you. The world will draw more of that into you. God will bring more of that into you. So don't start off the new year because you didn't get to go out or you didn't get to do certain things to celebrate the new year. Just be grateful for being alive. It starts there. Be grateful for being alive and be grateful for having the ability to move your body and to move your mouth. Because, no, I'm from Wisconsin. You've been granted the ability to do these things. You've been granted the ability to go after your dreams. You're not paralyzed. You're not handicapped. You're not sick. You're not dead. You're alive and totally well and able. So when you're alive and well and able, that means you're capable. That means you have the ability. Okay. Shout out to Cameroon. Shout out to Cameroon. So knowing that you have the ability means that you know that you have possibilities. It means that you know that things are going to work in your favor. Shout out to Grand Valley. So go into the new year grateful and knowing the possibilities that could happen for you. When you go, you have to go in being grateful for what you already have, which is basically everything that you need. Because if you didn't have it, you wouldn't need it. And then you go in knowing the possibilities. So be grateful is the first step. The second step is knowing the possibilities. And the third step is taking action, okay? Where a lot of people just don't execute. A lot of people don't take the initiative to take action on their goals and dreams. A lot of people don't take initiative into following their fantasies and their desires. So when you take action, what if you take action? That means that you're one step closer to manifesting your dream life and having everything else that you want. Be grateful for what you have, know the possibilities, and take action, okay? That's the message going into 2026, okay? Being grateful for what you have, knowing the possibilities, and taking action, okay? What does that mean to you? Thank you, Shane. Thanks, BB. Thanks, Odado. Thanks, Jose. What does it mean for you to be grateful? What does it mean for you to know the possibilities? And what does it mean for you to take action? Thanks for the flower. You look crazy. You've been to county jail before. Damn, you ain't gonna show me some love. I'm telling you, she sounds like Kamala Harris. She says the same thing over and over again. What are we all doing here? Damn, you fine. Only thing biscuit me. I got a message, Lord knows I got. Is dinner ready, sweetheart? Hi, I'm Kimberly. He's a punk. Latin women are the most beautiful in the world. Floating heart. What's your ethnicity? So pretty, girl. Adios. I'm just reading everything. So make sure that that's how you're starting off the new year. Yeah. I'm gonna cook when I go grocery shopping again. And I'm American. So don't let procrastination stop you. When you're taking action, that's the number one part of it all. I think that's the most important part. Like it's the number third point that I made, but it's last but not least. So taking action is the most important part of it all. You know what needs to be done. You know what you have to do. So stand on that shit. You know what you have to accomplish. So get it done. It's all up to you to move your feet. It's all up to you to bring it to life. Okay? No one else can bring it to life for you but you. No one can bring your fantasies to life. No one can live your fantasies besides you. So that's why it's important to take action, because you have these certain fantasies and no one is gonna live those besides you. Like, who's gonna live that fantasy but you? Like, you were made for it. You're the main character. Hey, Remy God. Hey, YN. Click the thank you message to see all my links. That's why it's so important for you to take action, okay? So now is the time. Now is the season. It's still cold. It's still snowy. That's why it's really New Year's later in the year when it's nice and the flowers are back blooming. That's when the real New Year's is, but that's beside the point. With the calendar that we have in place, the new year 2026 has came, and it's important for y'all to take action on everything that has been set forth for you. I just yeah, I'm spreading this message because it's important. And so what's this stream? I did see you work out last time. Yep, this one is not a workout stream. Happy New Year. So I'm just here to encourage y'all to take control of the new year. Seize the moment and conquer the world, because the world is yours, okay? Everything is made for you. everything that you come into contact with, everything that has been granted to you is yours for your existence, specifically coded for your DNA. So you think that all the stuff that you have been granted right now wasn't made for you specifically? Who else was it made for then? Because who else's face would it fit on? No one's but yours. Thanks for the 100 gift. Thanks for the $2. Everything that you go out to the store and buy is literally made for you. You have your favorite this, your favorite that. You like this certain food, you like that certain food. You go out and get it because it was specifically coded for your body. So you mean to tell me that everything that you think in your mind that you want in your fantasy that you can't bring to life? That's not right. Everything in your fantasy is possible, because just like you have that code to go get a certain type of food, there's a code in you to bring that fantasy alive. Okay? Shout out to I Love Jax the Rabbit 57. Shout out to Dalton Lane 2763. So yes, you're wishing and you think it's BS, all because you haven't seen your dreams come to reality, but I'm here to tell you that it's possible. It's specifically coded for you. You have the thought in your mind to make it happen. So that means it's your code. That means in the matrix, that the whole matrix that's set up that we're living in, you have that specific coding. And you're the one that's supposed to follow that coding because you have the cheat codes. Because your soul and your brain is telling you, your soul is sending thoughts to your brain and telling you exactly what you need to do to make it happen. So how do you make it happen? You listen to the spirit, you listen to the sounds, you listen to the signals. You have what is on your brain that's telling you to do something new for 2026. That idea that you have just never done before. That one thing that you have been delaying on this whole time, every single year. Every single new year, you're like, I'm going to do this, I want to do that, I'm going to do this. And it's like, now it's 2026, and you're like, dang, it's 2026, and I still ain't do that. I said I was going to do that years ago. That very thing that you are delaying, you need to take action on, because it's a part of your coding. And there's a positive and negative side of coding to this aspect. Like the negative side of the coding, to where that you're ignoring it, you're ignoring the messages that your soul is sending you. That's the negative side. That's the coding that you're on. You're on the negative spectrum coding. So how about you switch to the positive spectrum and you tap into what your soul has been telling you to do for years. For years, I'm telling you, people just have been saying, I want to start that business. I want to start that business. Like, why haven't you started that business, sweetie? You thinking you can draw, you thinking you could paint, you thinking you could make the best shoes. Like, what you waiting for? Because I haven't seen you making any moves. And I hope you become a statistic too. And I hope everyone becomes what they're supposed to become. And your soul is telling you exactly what you're supposed to become. Is this what you tell yourself that's good? Yes. This is what I've learned. This is what I have been taught and what I have realized from my own living situations. So when you're thinking, when you know, and you're thinking about everything that you need to do to make your dreams come true, that's you knowing the possibilities. That's you knowing the outcomes and knowing all of the greatest things that can happen just from taking on that chance and taking on that business idea. So like I said, you have to be grateful for what you have. You have to know the possibilities of your success. And you have to take action. You can't just sit there and just let all of these great ass ideas flow through your head and not registering. You're just letting thoughts pass through your head and not letting it register. Like, what a waste. What a waste. You do not want to be a waste this year. You do not want to be the bottom of the bottom this year. Do you want to be the bottom of the barrel this year? Do you want to be on the bandwagon? Because there probably won't even be a spot on the bandwagon type shit. You have to start now. Thanks, Shoots. Thanks, KS. Thanks, ABCD. Thanks, Sandra. Thanks, Flappy. Who's bottom? Whoever feels like they're on the bottom. What do you feel like? Do you feel like it's heaven or hell? It's up to you to feel that. Miss Missy, shout out to us. So you're on the high spectrum or you're on the low spectrum. You're positive or you're negative. Which side are you going to be on for 2026? It's your time to make a decision. It's always time to make a decision. So I had this idea to just be talking to y'all, and it's a perfect time to get the message out. Perfect time to get the message out. And I literally just thought about this as I was talking. I don't know what made me start talking about this, but I was like, okay, we're talking, we're on a roll. And then I had to come up with 3 points to reiterate on over the time. And those 3 points were: be grateful for what you have, know the possibilities of your fantasies and your dreams and your desires, and take action on every single thing. Every single thing. Like, do not delay. I'm telling you. What if you can't take action right away? Well, what's preventing you from taking action? This is your perfect opportunity to take out your pen and piece of paper. Give it up for yourself. It's a new year. You finally brought out a piece of paper and a pen. You finally brought out some paper and a pencil. Like, give it up for yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay. So you're going to take out your pen and piece of paper, and what are you going to do? You're going to write down what's preventing you from doing this action. And then you're going to write it down on a list, on another sheet, what you need to do to make it happen. And then you're going to follow those steps. Now, for some people who have a hard time listening to their teachers, listening to their parents, listening to whoever, listening to lecturers, this is you creating your own legend, creating your own outline of what you need to do to become successful in your own life. This is you creating your own map to success, your own roadmap to success. So are you going to follow this new map that you made? Because that essentially holds the cheat codes that I was talking about earlier. How this is all a matrix and everything is coded for you. You have now just created your own cheat codes by figuring out what's preventing you from reaching this part of your fantasy. What's preventing you from reaching this part of your manifestation. So if you don't want to take out that pen and piece of paper and discuss with yourself and your higher self, discuss with your lower self and your higher self what is wrong and what needs to be done to reach that part of your manifestations, then you need to figure out another way to make it work for you. If you can't write things down, how about you record videos to yourself? Like, literally get your phone and record a video of you saying, all right, I want to do this with myself. I have this goal. I want to make this amount of money, and this is what I need to do to make that happen. And replay that video to yourself. Could you do that? You want to have the cheat codes to the game of life. There's the cheat code. You just gave it to yourself. I already ate my tacos if you rewind. So you probably ain't have no money to get no tacos. Like, what do you need to do to make that happen? What are the options for you to get tacos? How are you gonna get tacos? That's what you need to write down on the piece of paper. I want this. This is what I'm gonna do to get this. I want a car. This is what I want to do to get the car. I want to go shopping. This is what I'm going to do to go shopping. That mustard was killing you yesterday. What do I mean by higher and lower self? Well, we have a lower self who is typically just the basic human body that wants pleasure, that wants to eat, that wants to sense things. But when you go to your higher self, that's your spirit. That's beyond the human body. That's something that goes past the five human senses and feels on a deeper level and knows what you need on a deeper level. So that's what I mean by lower and higher self. Your lower self, you have to have a conversation with your lower self and your higher self. Your lower self is going to tell you everything that you're doing wrong because that's all that it operates in is the lower field. And your higher self is going to tell you everything that you need to do to get out of that lower space. Everything that you need to do to succeed. Because your higher self operates on your highest plane. Like, what is the highest that you see yourself as? This is another thing that you can write on your paper for 2026. You could write down the best version of yourself. Aren't both a reality? Yes, we both live in the low and high fields. That's why intuition comes in to tell you which field you're operating on. But this is what you can do on another sheet of paper. You could write down. Did I lose track of what I was saying? I sure did. I sure did. People be lost. Yeah, people do be lost. Like I am right now. I lost track of what I was saying. But basically, write down, oh, yeah, you talking with your higher self and lower self. So you're going to write down what it is that you're doing wrong, and then write down what it is that you need to do better. Is that what I was saying? Oh, oh, no, this is what I was saying. Seeing yourself as your highest self. You need to get a piece of paper and write down the best version of yourself. Okay? That's what I was saying, y'all. My miracles. We have 109 miracles watching me right now. Shout out to every single one of y'all. Double tap the screen, send hearts. But you're going to write down the best version of yourself. So whether you see yourself in a mansion, making so much money, whether you see yourself in a like I don't know, a 3-bedroom house with a family, you know, whether you see yourself with a garden, whether you see yourself with a successful business, what does your higher self look like? What does your most powerful self look like? What are you eating? What are you wearing? You're going to write all that stuff down on the paper for 2026. Yeah, I need to go get my lip gloss. I'm glad someone noticed. I have some right here, actually. What does your higher self look like? What does your most prosperous self look like? That's what your higher self operates on. Your most prosperous self, your most blissful self, your most positive, your most happy self. So that's my assignment to y'all. Y'all have 2 assignments. Y'all have an assignment to write down, to go talk to your lower self and your higher self and figure out what you're doing wrong and what you need to be doing better. And then to go sit down with your most prosperous self, which is your higher self, and talk about what you look like at your highest self. Those are your assignments for 2026. And then Missy's miracles, what do we do after we have written that down? Well, class, what you're going to do is take your sheets of paper and store them somewhere, okay? You're going to store them somewhere where you can return back to and read them over. Well, let's give another option of what you can do. You can even take the paper of your higher self projection, what you see your higher self as, and put that under your pillow every night. And what you're going to do is either when you wake up or go to sleep, you're going to read that paper so that you embed it into your brain for the day of what your higher self is supposed to be. So you always know what you need to be doing, so that you always know how you need to be acting, so that you always know how you need to be moving and what you need to be doing so you could reach this level of ecstasy in your fantasies and your manifestations. It's Monday. I'm the teacher. It's Monday. It's the first day of class. First day of the first week of class. Yeah. This is your homework assignment for the week for Monday. Let's not go back and talk about the last assignment that I had sent y'all on, because who was there? Can I get an eye? Who knows the last assignment that I gave y'all? I was given a lecture while I was doing my morning walk. I don't know if it was in the morning or afternoon, but I was doing my walk, and the assignment that I gave y'all was to make a to-do list and a to-fun list, okay? So if you're thinking of other things to write for this 2026, here's another idea. You're going to make a to-do list of all the things that you need to do to be successful. Or you can, make a to-fun list of all the things that you want to do to have fun and have leisure time. And you're going to follow those lists, and you're going to review and revise those lists as you complete them and as you start thinking of more ideas. Okay? So let's go over the assignments, class. You have one new additional assignment since someone was upset about having assignments. Y'all got another one. Yes, love thyself, and then others will love you. Let's start with the most important assignment, which is going to be the talk that you have with your lower self and your higher self. That's going to be the first assignment, is the talk that you have with your lower self and your higher self, jotting down all the things that you're doing wrong, and then jotting down all the things that you need to be doing better, which is essentially the opposite of what you're doing wrong, which would be easy. Okay? The next assignment is going to be the new assignment I just inserted, making a to-do list and making a to-fun list. No, you can't have a new teacher. You can go scroll to a new live and there's your new teacher. Boom. Bye-bye. Adios. The last assignment is going to be your projection of your most prosperous self. Okay? So, what assignment are we on? We're not on an assignment. I just listed all 3 of the assignments. So I'm done talking about the assignments. I'm going to write down these assignments for myself. If you want me to go over them one more time, I'll do it, okay? So the first assignment that I came up with ever on YouTube Live was to make a to-do list and a to-fun list. And then the second assignment that I just came up with was talking with your lower self and your higher self. Figuring out what you're doing wrong and what you need to be doing better. The third assignment is your projection of your most prosperous self. Your most prosperous, productive, and powerful self. I literally just put those assignments in my phone. I think this would be awesome for me to keep up with and to have a reminder of things that I could be doing myself, because everything that I'm telling y'all is everything that I've done myself and that I would do myself. So this started off initially as a reminder for y'all to be grateful for what you have, to know the possibilities of what is possible, and to take action on everything in your life. Okay? That's how this all started. That's how this talk started. And then I gave y'all an assignment, and yeah, that's what's going on. So I really just want you to be your most powerful self for 2026. I really want you to be your most prosperous, your most productive. Again, bringing those words out. I want you to be your most happy self. I want you to be your most loving self. I want you to be your most free self. Okay? I want you to be your most rich self. The assignment is due at the end of the week. Which, that's a lot of time for you to reflect and talk with yourselves. I want you to really take control of your life and have everything that you want. Have everything that you're looking at. You want to be able to stop what you're doing and go shopping. You want to be able to stop what you're doing and go get this. You want to be able to just out of the blue, out of the random, go out to eat a random Monday morning, like a random Wednesday afternoon. You want to be able to do all of these things. You want to be able to just go take your car, your brand new car, for a ride. Shout out to Iran. You can have everything. And for you to limit yourself and say that you can't is the imposter syndrome that no one likes, that no one talks about. Who is that imposter telling you that you can't have this or can't have that? And if you really believe that, shame on you. Because if it's not a reality yet, then you should make it a dream. And that's how it's true. That's how you can have everything that you're looking at, is in a dream. Hey Dylan, hey Corey, hey Cena, hey Flair, hey Young Boss, hey Danielle. Hey Corey, hey J Girls. Yes. Everything that you're looking at, everything that you want, everything in the catalog, everything in the store, everything on Amazon Prime that you want, that you put in your shopping cart but never buy, is yours. Because why? Because you have decided that it's yours. And why haven't you bought it yet? What's up with that? You need to, that's why you come and talk to your lower self and your higher self. Because if you put it in your shopping cart and you still haven't bought it yet, what's up? Why is the play so slow? You know, we're making plays. This is like a whole football game. It's a whole basketball game. Like, you're a team member on the field. But you're not just a team member. You're the team member, you're the coach, you're the this, you're the that. Okay? You're everything in the game. So you're the one that makes the plays, calls the plays, coordinates the plays, set the plays up, and executes the plays. Okay? Do you not understand this yet? Do you not understand how the game goes? It's your life and it's your game. It's nobody's game but your game that you're playing with yourself. And you're sitting here getting mad at yourself at the game that you're playing, at the game that you chose to play. You chose to come on earth and play this human game and to express yourself and to be yourself and get everything that you want. That's why, that's the game. That's what make it the game of life. Have you ever heard of that actual game? Yeah, it's like the real thing, okay? The game of Monopoly, same thing. You're playing in the Monopoly, okay? No jealousy, no loneliness, no hate, no self-hate or outward hate. I love that. Humans are really capable of doing anything. I will never enter your family game nights, that's for sure. I can't seem to fit them in my Amazon Prime shopping cart. Yes, you're literally everything in this game. So let's just wind it down back to the basics though. As a player on the game, you have to play the game to win. Okay, and if that seems too far-fetched for you, you just bring it back a little bit to just being the basic player, to just listening to the coach. And who's the coach? Your higher self. That's who the coach is. Do you know how to listen to your higher self? Do you know how to talk to your higher self? How about you stop playing games with my heart? Do you know how to talk to your higher self and get all of the downloads needed to play the game? You have to literally download the memory bank from your soul, download the codes from your soul for the matrix, download the intellect and the intuition from your soul. You have to tap into that, and you have to listen and trust your soul. Trust yourself. You're not downloading illegally. It's your body, your brain, your vessel, your temple. I'll put this phone on the charger. So if we bring it back down to the basics as you're just being a basic player, first let's start off with that. What do you need to do to be a great player on a team? You have your vessel, you have your body, you have your temple to use in the game. What do you do with that? Oh, Missy's Miracles, I don't know. What do I do with it? You have to take care of it to start off with. Let's start off the basics, okay? We're going to start at the basics. We take care of it. I'm amazing. Thank you for asking. Hair is green. Oh my gosh. You have to take care of that temple. How do you take care of your temple? I don't know. Hygiene, appearance, smarts, okay? The basics. Those are the basics. We're gonna start there. Now, what else do you do to take care of that temple? Why are you depending on government funding? That's a red flag right there. You are not depending on government funding. You're depending on yourself. What can you do to make money? You go apply to jobs. You start businesses. You start investing into this. You start taking chances. You start doing that. You start selling products. Hey, Jace. So you take it back to the basics. How do you take care of this temple? How do you find the necessary funds to take care of yourself even further? To buy the hygiene products, to buy the proper clothing, to buy yourself a certain device so that you could do what you need to do. How do you provide for yourself? That's the next step after you take care of your hygiene, after you take care of your appearance. How do you provide for yourself? Hi, you get creative. Hey, Yasir. Took a gamble. You take a gamble on yourself. And if something doesn't work, who's the blame? Who are you blaming for it not working? What do you do after it not work? That's where we get stuck at. That's a part of the next level. Okay, that's the next level. After you figured out how to provide for yourself, now you're trying new things and you end up coming up short. What do you teach yourself? What do you learn from that experience? That's a part of the next level. After you've understood to take care of your vessel, you have to understand to train your vessel to be strong, to be fearless, to be unstoppable. That didn't stop you. That breakdown, that malfunction, that chance that you took didn't stop you. You're still here, you're still alive, you're still in the game. You just lost a life, but you're still in the game. You lost a little bit of feelings and you lost a little bit of happiness. I don't got a wig. But thanks for the $2. You lost a little bit of your spark, but that's just a life. That's just a little bit of energy that you can give back. You can replenish your life by doing things that you like, by doing things that you love, by doing things that you know works and that gets you by. So if you're not taking heed of this, you're just lost in the sauce. You're just lost in the sauce. Do you know what you have to do next? Have you spoken with your higher self and figured out what you have to do next? Have a great day at work. Make all the money you can. Do you know what you have to do to next, or are you lost in the sauce? Have you understood from your lower self? Have you noticed what's not working for you? And have you figured out what you have to do next and what you have to do better? My cat's snoring. Because remember, I came in here talking about being grateful for what you have. That's these fingers that you can use to make magic happen. Knowing the possibilities. Do you know what's possible after you're taking all those chances? Do you know that people are still making it happen? Do you know that other people made it happen? So that means you can make it happen too. And taking action. Are you going to take action on the known possibilities that you're grateful for? That's what it means. Are you going to take action on the known possibilities that you're grateful for? You're grateful for all of the possibilities of life. You're grateful for all of the rich possibilities. You're grateful for all of the prosperous possibilities. You're grateful. So are you taking action on those things that you realize that you're grateful for? That's what it means. That's what I want you to do for this 2026. That's what newness means. That's what starting a new period means. That's what starting a new year means. there's going to be light around you. There's going to be sparks around you. There's going to be things that excite you, things that draw you in, things that is calling your name. Or do you feel it? Do you feel the energy? Do you feel the excitement? Like, is this registering to you? Like, you know if this message is for you. That's why you've been listening this whole time and agreeing with me. Everything that I say, you're agreeing with. Everything that I'm asking, you're answering. Hey, Seti. So just take it back to the assignments. Take it back to the assignments. If you're trying to figure out, if you feel like you're perfect, you have everything you need, you don't have no issues, you got a job, you pay your bills, you get food every day, you eat good every day, you get to take yourself out, you get to do this, you get to do that. Like, if you really feel that free, where are you wondering where you go next after that? Do you have any questions about where to go next after that? Is there any other heights that you can go to? Do you really feel accomplished? Do you really feel like content? Is that the limit for you? Shout out to Dominican Republic. Do you really feel like you have executed your greatest self? Or do you feel like there's more? For the people who just feel like they have got it all together and there's no assignment that you need to do, I'm here to tell you that there's still an assignment that needs to be done. You still have to talk with your highest self. There's still things that's calling your name. There's still things that's exciting you. There's still things that's drawing you in that you need to be following. And when you follow those things, you're giving yourself that spark. You're giving yourself that lively energy that keeps you alive, that gives you life, that gives you love, okay? You're following that. Of course, I believe in miracles. I perform miracles every day. So do you. You feel like things is not right at home. For the people who do feel like there's something wrong that they need to fix on. For the people that knows that there's things that they need to work on. What is your assignment? What do you need to do for this 2026? Well, your creative passions and goals, exactly. If you're one of those people who feel like there is something to work on, your assignment is to talk with your lower self and talk with your higher self so that you could find the things that are going wrong and do what you need to do to make it right. Thanks for watching, Jonah. I just be hanging out, really doing, my daily things, and I just be taking y'all along with me for the ride. You just reminded me, actually, to finish my vlog that I started doing today. Let me see where I left off at. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So let's say, let's say nothing registered with you from what I've said. Can you tell me something? Can you teach me something? Because I want to learn something too. I want to know something that you know. Can you teach me something? If there's nothing that registered with you that I said that you feel like, yeah, I need to do that for 2026. You're right. I need to do that. Now is the time for me to do that, regardless of it being a new year. What is something that you could teach me that I could take heed of? You know, teaching me about cars. You know, don't know about cars. You know, you can teach me about cars. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Munyon. Okay. I want you to teach me because you already going out having fun. See? Like doing the things that you you see other people. You want to do things that you see other people do. How about some physics? You know, just teach me. Just enlighten me, encourage me. You know, it may be some things that I might end up like disagreeing with, but because I might know some things about it or whatever. But as long as you could just try to be like a teacher to someone, try to enlighten someone, you know, try to help someone become more educated or have more knowledge about something. Like, you never know, your message might get across. I've invested into Bitcoin. So it's just really about like each one teach one. You know, after you're done at your parents' house, that's not where the teaching stop. After high school, after college, that is not where the teaching stop. Life is gonna forever teach you, and you can forever learn from other people, and you can forever teach other people. Each one teach one is a true statement. So don't feel like, you know, if someone's talking like they know something, don't feel intimidated by them, or don't try to blow them out of the water, you know, or like blow them off, because they might say something that will appeal to your soul. They might say something that your soul needed to hear, you know. And maybe after they're done talking, you can share your bit of knowledge. Thanks for liking and subscribing, Jace. There's forever something to learn in life. So that's why if you're talking about the game that we're playing and you're a player on the team, what are you learning? You have to learn the plays. You have to learn the plays. You're not about to go out on the field not knowing the plays, not knowing the signals, not knowing the code words that your teammates are saying. No, you have to learn that shit before you go out on the play. You have to learn all of these steps before you actually become successful and before you actually win something. Does every single team that go out there, do they win? No, but they still had to learn. They still had to learn. They still had to sit there and endure the time it took, the patience it took, the attention it took. So it's all about how you are looking at this game of life. If you are not willing to give yourself the cheat codes, and if you're not willing to take advice from any teachers, what are you going to do? Who are you going to learn from if you can't even listen to yourself? If you can't listen to yourself and your soul is guiding you so you can learn on your own. Your soul is telling you, go this way so you can learn about this. Go that way so you can learn about that. You have thoughts to do something new so you can learn how to do it. Not so that you can fail at it.
so you can learn from your failure. Who are you going to, who are you going to learn from? And you can't stop there. Your mom, your dad, your teachers are not the last teachers. And you have to understand that you had to learn how to walk. Thanks for the flower. You had to learn how to talk. You had to learn how to crawl. You had to learn how to eat. You had to learn how to do these things. So, what's your question? Your job in life, in the game of life, is not to satisfy other people. Don't look for validation from other people. And that's another point to touch on. You're not living for the validation of other people. The name of the game is your name, not their name. Okay? It's your life. Your name is your name, and that's the name of the game. No one else has that same game. No one else has that same game. What's your question? In life, you never stop learning. Keep an open mind. You never stop learning. Even when you turn 90. When we as humanity realize it's all up to us and not some man in the sky, that's when we will strive. God gave us everything already. And that's the thing. Some man in the sky. Who is this man? I can't see this man. I can't see. I don't know who this man is. All I know is that this man is a figure of my imagination. A figure of my imagination. And you know what else is a figure of my imagination? What I look and see, what I look in the mirror and see. That's a figure of my imagination. Of actual representation of a God. An actual representation of a legend, of a king, of a queen. So I wanted to say all that just to say to take control of this 2026. Now is the time. It's always been the time. It's always going to be the time. It's never going to not be the time. Every second, every minute, every hour, every single day is a chance to make it happen, to decide. You can wake up and decide that today's the day. You can get started today. Even if you're not successful 100%, you still took the initiative. So what does that mean? You have to try again the next day and keep going and keep going and keep going. And it'll start getting fun. And then that's what's going to make it love to you. You're going to start making love to life. Okay? Learn the history of America. We don't like kings and queens. Hey, I met a girl from Milwaukee here in Brooklyn, New York. Love from GB. So, you're a god, you're a goddess, you're a king, you're a queen, you're whatever you see yourself as. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. Take the time to learn the 10 Commandments and your constitutional rights and apply them accordingly. Listen to listen to, I can't even speak on the 10 Commandments and the constitutional rights. What's your question? Dang. I said, what's your question like 4 times. Honestly, I can't. I really don't know much about all that. But I know they're like laws of the universe, and I speak about laws of the universe as well. Like, it's a law to take action, it's a law to have gratitude, it's a law to know. Stay blessed and have a wonderful night. Keep getting us knowledge. I sure will. Have an amazing night. I'm hyping you up, Jonah. I love that. Kings and queens come from imperialist history. I don't care where they come from. I'm talking about how you feel as an individual. Are we talking about being a literal king and queen? I mean, if you want to take it that far, then that's what you're talking about. I mean, that's how you want to live. That's how you live. In the comments, ask, how do you handle the thirsty men in the comments? And I'm asking that question for them. How do I handle the thirsty men in the comments? I handle them, I flirt back, and I ignore them. Do you have any cows that you get to eat there, or only dairy cows? I don't understand. So, yeah, take charge of your life. Don't let anything in your way, don't let anything dictate who you are, and be what you want to be. If you want to be a fairy, be a fairy. If you want to be a basketball player, be a basketball player. Even if you're not a professional basketball player, you better get your butt out there in a basketball ring and start playing basketball like you're a professional player. Farmers them for the meat. You had to think about it. LOL. I had a Milwaukee Brewers baseball jacket when I was a kid. Can I be a personal butler? I want to be a successful cartel leader. So when it comes to these things, it's like, are you gonna self-proclaim that for yourself, and are you actually gonna follow the self-proclamation? Like, are you gonna actually follow the steps that it takes to become what you're self-proclaiming yourself to be? The first step is to decide that you are that. The second step is to take action on doing that, all while being grateful for everything. I think they're talking about shake your butt or something. So, Happy New Year. I hope that was a great message. I just wanted to share that and talk about, just taking control of the year and how you can take control of the year. So, let's just recap. You have to take control of the year by being grateful for what you have and what you're manifesting, by knowing the possibilities of what you can manifest, and by taking action on what you can manifest. Okay? And there are 3 assignments I came up with for you guys. The first assignment is to make a to-do list and a to-fun list. So that means have a goal written to-do list where you have like your money goals, your personal health goals, and all that. And then on the other to-fun list, you have your leisure goals and everything that you want to do for fun, all your fun goals. Okay, the second assignment is to sit and have a talk with your lower self and your higher self. Figure out what you're doing wrong and figure out what you need to do right. And then the third assignment is to write down your greatest projection of your most prosperous self. So that means to write down the highest of the highest that you see yourself. The highest of the highest meaning when you're at your complete best. Write down when you're at your complete best. And what does that look like? Write down what that looks like. So those are the 3 assignments that I gave you all for 2026. You finally brought out that pen and piece of paper for 2026, so you might as well make use of it. And what are you going to do with the 3 assignments? You're going to reread them. You're going to review and revise them. You're going to look over them every single day. Okay? That's what you have to do, because you're the task now. Now that you're out of high school, now that you're out of college, now that you have mastered your job, you're looking for your next assignment. And your next assignment is yourself, which has always been the first assignment. But we don't get taught these things. We don't get taught to do these things and put ourselves first. So you have to keep on going over the assignments that I gave you every single day. That's your homework now. That's how you're going to learn about yourself and change yourself to become the best you that you possibly can. So I hope that helps. I know it helps. And I just want to encourage y'all, like always. I'm sending miracle energy to y'all like always, and just staying positive and inspirational. It works for relationship goals too, yes. But that's a whole nother topic. You have to understand when something is not for you. You have to understand not to force things, and to understand that your love will be attracted to you. Your love will come to you. You don't have to force it with anybody. People know how to act. People know how they should be treating the person that they love, the person that they love. If they don't love you, then they won't be showing it. It ain't no, oh, I don't know how to show it. It ain't no none of that. No. People are grown as ever. People know how people like to be treated. Instead of asking, can I do this? Say, I can do this. Yeah. And instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I can do this. And say, I need to work on this. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I need to work on this. So, long distance relationships, I personally, it just depends. It really depends. But I don't really think I would like a long distance relationship that much. But if you are strong enough to take it, if you are truthful enough to do it, and then everything will be okay, because ain't nothing but a plane ticket somewhere. You know, let's hop on the next flight. It ain't nothing to do that. So, yeah, that's what I had to say. So, yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe as always. And stay tuned for more vlogs, mukbangs, and inspirational messages. I love to inspire people. I love to eat food. I love to exercise. I love to work on my business. I love to go shopping. I love to travel. I love to go to the beach. I love fashion. I love designing. I love a whole bunch of stuff. So that's a little bit about me and more of what you can expect on my channel. So remember that there's a miracle in everything, and I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I love y'all. Mwah. Bye.